And it's a shame that we actually have to hold a hearing on this topic at all. Condemning anti-Semitism and the acts of evil committed by Hamas, including the slaughter of women, children, and elderly, should be easy. But sadly, we've seen so many hesitant or outright refuse to do so. And worse, we have seen instances where Hamas's disgusting atrocities are cheered. And those who do so should be ashamed. Mm-hmm. You refer to them as killers. I would refer to them as savages, as barbarians, as butchers, and as animals. We should be able to say that. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful to have seen most of my colleagues stand together in our support for Israel in the face of these horrific attacks. But since Hamas began its barbaric assault on Israel on October 7th, we have seen nearly a 400% rise in incidents of anti-Semitism across the U.S. compared to last year, and the majority of those have been on college campuses. And Mr. Orr, I applaud you for being here today. As a fellow Cornellian, I graduated at a time, it was the best 4 years of my life. I loved that university. And it was a liberal university at that point, but never did I ever walk on that quad and not feel safe. I'm embarrassed what's going on that campus today. I cannot believe how much it's changed. And I think to myself, why? Why has it changed in those, I'm not even going to say how many years. You're quite a few years younger than I am. But I think what's happened? You know, they have embraced these diversity and equity and inclusion programs. That has been heralded. But what is really going on in these campuses? What is really being taught at these campuses? And why are we having students who come out and are willing to defend these barbarians, these savages, these horrific acts? How is that possible? This is what they're learning. And then you've got professors like our history professor, Russell Rickford, and you recognize this is why. Because this is what they are teaching on our college campuses today. This is exactly what they're teaching us. To hate. To be exhilarated with these savage acts. To defend people who are beheading children. This is what they're teaching our students. And at the same time, they're getting federal taxpayer dollars to do it. Why are we putting up with that? Why are we allowing that? You know, having a 501c organization and therefore you are expected to abide by these ethical standards that are supposed to promote the public good. When I'm looking at what's happening to you, Mr. Orr, and I'm looking at what's happening to students across the country, where they're being harassed, where they're having to lock themselves in to not be harmed by other students, that's not for the public good. When I am seeing professors that are acting like that and not being immediately fired, that is not for the public good.